When you think of Dell Technologies, telecom may not instantly come to mind, but that's changing. Telecoms are looking to modernize their networks with open and scalable infrastructure, a trend that's become particularly evident with the development of Open RAN, of which Dell is a key player.
This is yet another opportunity for them to come in and prove their computing prowess, prove that they can build the kinds of systems that can stand up to a highly demanding environment.
Today we'll learn more about Dell's investment in the Open RAN space and the impact this could have on the global supply chain in an interview with Sandra Tavares.
So with the announcement that we brought to the market on June 9th, with our renewed strategy for telecom, we're really looking into increasing our presence in the telecom market and acting really as one of the main players of this open ecosystem of solutions that is being built. It is very important to bring a renewed dynamic to the industry, bring new players into the market, speed up innovation, and really allow us to, at the end of the day, provide more choices and better options to our customers. So our offering goes beyond, the hardware infrastructure, which for sure is important, but also passing through really curating the best solutions that are out there on the market from our partners, pre-certifying and pre-integrating them to make them more easily to consume, right? Because one of the challenges that comes with Open RAN is that all of a sudden, operators, they have like dozens of different options out there.
Now let's talk more about the challenges facing this market. You mentioned an increased playing field, but what about the standardization of the solutions?
Open RAN is coming to really open up the market again, right? So it is based on the definition of open standards for the interfaces between the different building blocks of the radio solution, which allows for new companies to come and start developing applications as well that would be then more easily integrated with solutions that are already existing and with like the new architecture that the 5G networks are going to be built upon. So of course that is not easy to do because it involves agreeing on the standards and implementing them, and there is a lot of work that is going on in that regard. The RAN network, it is not like a simple setup, so it is not a simple domain. There is a lot of building blocks. And as the industry evolved from 2G, 3G, 4G, all these interfaces between the different building blocks of the radio network, they become more proprietary. In Open RAN, you're standardizing all these interfaces. Some of those are already pretty well defined, like the front haul interface that connects the baseband solutions to the radio units. And some others are still under deployment, right, under development. But basically, I would say the consensus in the industry is that is really the way to go, right? And that these interfaces are going to be standardized, and then the adoption barriers for Open RAN are going to be gone in the future.
Well, it seems like some of these adoption barriers are weakening as we take a look at some of the latest projects you have going on with Dish and Vodafone. Talk about these customer wins and what they say about the market appetite for Open RAN.
Yeah, we do have some early customer wins in this domain. One is Vodafone in Europe, which is building the first commercial Open RAN network in the continent. And the other one is Dish in the US, which is an operator that is taking really an innovative approach on how to build a telecommunications network, starting from scratch. Of course, they are a greenfield operator, and they're building a network that is fully based on open and cloud native standards. Another very important aspect is that Open RAN kind of helps consolidating the concept of cloud-based radio networks. So you have the hardware solutions and the software solutions being developed in a totally independent manner, which means that for companies that want to start investing in this segment, the entry barrier is way lower. So we are there as well, providing our capabilities to Dish. So it is just a start. We have other deals that are still not public and that we hope to be talking about them soon. But which really shows traction behind, not only behind Open RAN, but also the good reception that the market has to a new big player coming to this industry to help advance it, right?
Now moving on to 5G. Telecoms are in a race to be the first to scale 5G. Why has the arrival of 5G created such an urgency for Open RAN?
So 5G comes really as one of the catalysts for this whole transformation to happen, because the 5G network is much more distributed than a traditional 4G network, especially if you want to talk about ultra low latency. That kind of drives investments in edge data center capacity, right? And then, once you're actually already investing to build your 5G network, you can also build your edge services. You can also build the applications that you're going to be developing on top of this. So it's kind of like 5G is the missing link. And O-RAN comes on top of that as a technology, if we can call it like that, that will help us create more options on how to deploy 5G, right? Not only in terms of the equipment, because you can have like more vendors that are developing specific solutions that can even be specialized for some use cases, but also Open RAN brings one very important and powerful tool, which is the RIC, the RAN Intelligent Controller, right? So the RIC exposes APIs that basically allow you to run what we call X apps that are going to be interacting directly with the radio network, be it to optimize it and optimize the performance for a specific use case, or even to, together with the MAC APIs, create services that have like a very deep connection with the network, right? So at the end of the day, all of these concepts, all of these technologies, they get together to create an environment that really fosters innovation, fosters the creation of new services. But to really get this exponential part of the growth that will come with 5G, it basically needs to change how you operate. So this is not about selling more data capacity. This is about selling high value services. So define your objective and work with your vendors, right? To understand, okay, what are the possibilities that are out there? What are the best solutions that can help you achieve what you want in terms of your overall strategy, right? And do not be afraid to innovate. Do not be afraid to deploy open solutions, because there's a whole set of vendors out there, including Dell Technologies, that are ready to help you navigate this transformation. And we're pretty sure that it's going to be extremely beneficial for them.
Well, thank you for your time, Sandro, and thank you all at home for watching. I'm Diana Blass with Current Insights, your host for the Leaders in Profile on Light Reading. For more stories on the Open RAN market, be sure to stick with us right here.